My name is Zafar Iqbal. I'm representing my late father, Master Khan Gul, who was the vice president of Awami League in 1971. My father has been involved with the Awami League for a long time, even at the time of Hussain Shaheed Sarwardi. He was a member of the parliament at that time from West Pakistan, and he was involved with Awami League because he believed that the political leaders coming from the eastern part of the country, they came more from grassroots politics. They were less feudalistic and less oriented toward status quo politics, more pro-democratic. So he was more oriented toward this kind of politics. So he was involved with the Awami League for a long time, and he understood that for the survival of Pakistan, for the development of Pakistan, and for democracy to take place, all the nationalities should be treated equally. And he knew that the minorities in Pakistan, they were not getting their rights, their supposed right they were supposed to get. So for that reason, he was supporting Awami League. He was the vice president of Awami League, and in that position, he worked on several fronts. He wrote in the newspaper, he made speeches, he held press conferences, he held processions to promote the program of the Awami League and to raise the issue of equality and justice and true democracy in Pakistan, because unfortunately until that time, Pakistan has not seen true democracy. So that's what he has been doing. And then after this election, unfortunate things happened that Awami League won the majority from the eastern part of the country, but they were not given the power. Instead, unfortunately, they sent the military for military operation. So my father was very deadly against that, and he opposed the military operation. He demanded the power be shifted to the elected representatives of the country, because he believed that that was the fair election that was held in this part of the country. So he was vocal on many fronts at this point, but unfortunately that did not happen. We know that Pakistan establishment was not willing to give power to the real representatives of the country. And we know there was war, and that was very cruel war. And my father was very against it because he knew that a lot of innocent Bengali people and his party has been crushed at that time. And Sheikh Muktijuddho Rahman was arrested and he was put into prison, and he protested against that. So, but that did not happen. And after this war, when Bangladesh was liberated and it became country, my father still tried to pursue against the politics of repression in West Pakistan. So what he did is he went to the courts and he held press conferences, and he went to the court against General Yahya Khan and Bhutto, and held them responsible for the innocent killing of the people here. And but unfortunately the courts were not free, and they did not take up the cases against these, because it was a different situation. It's not true democracy, it's establishment, and that's how they control the courts and everything. But he was holding press conferences, and he was regularly writing, and he was meeting other politicians and people of similar mind to mobilize people against this aggression. But unfortunately my father was arrested and he was put into prison by Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and the newspaper he was running, that newspaper was closed, it was shut down, and the printing press that was associated with that was closed down. During this war period, when the war started, he worked at different levels. For example, he demanded for the release of the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, because he thought that he should be given power, not he should be put into prison, and all the other leaders of the Awami League who were arrested at that time. And beside that, he tried to help the people who were stranded in West Pakistan, the Bengali people, and they were afraid to come out. So he helped them, he supported them, and the people he knew, he tried to get them to safe places. And I remember, he tried to save several people and helping them hide in different friends' places here and there in Peshawar. So, but he was writing and he was protesting and he was doing all these things, whatever he could have done. At the end of the war, we know that Bangladesh was liberated at a very heavy cost of so many innocent people. So my father at that time was protesting against the killing of so many innocent people. It was a very sad event that so many innocent people were killed, innocent women, and the atrocities, war atrocities that were committed. And also, you know, the number of Pakistan military that were arrested after the, you know, liberation of Dhaka, or, you know, after the surrender of the Pakistan army. So he was protesting against all these things that, you know, Pakistan has gone to worse instead of giving power, not to give power. And he knew that that had happened because of the establishment of the Pakistan, who was not willing to transfer the power to the minorities and the real power holders of the Pakistan politics. On behalf of my father, I was really honored that that at least, you know, if the people in Pakistan were not recognizing the efforts of my father, and instead the government and the political parties, mainstream political parties of establishment, they were criticizing him. But the government of Bangladesh has not recognized. And I think this is a very kind and very nice gesture on the part of the government of Bangladesh to recognize the efforts made by these people.